Financially, everything changes once you save $10,000. Now, I know this might sound like a random number, but stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll understand the profound impact reaching this milestone can have on your life. We're going to talk about how saving this amount can completely change your mindset, your security, and even your opportunities. First things first, let's talk about the psychological impact of saving $10,000. You see, this isn't just a number, but it's a symbol of your financial discipline. It's proof that you've committed to something greater than just day-to-day survival. When you see that five-figure amount in your account, it gives you confidence. It proves to you that you could stick to a goal, and that confidence doesn't just impact your finances, but it starts to seep into other areas of your life. And suddenly, you start believing you could tackle bigger challenges, make smarter decisions, and reach even higher goals. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The first few miles are tough, but once you reach a certain elevation, the view changes and you see more clearly. That's exactly what $10,000 can do for your financial journey. It gives you a new perspective, one that's based on control rather than fear. Financial insecurity is one reason some people are living paycheck to paycheck. It's why we feel stressed about money. It's why we panic when there's an unexpected bill that pops up. It's a constant weight on our shoulders. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency. That's huge, and when you don't have that buffer, every unexpected expense, whether it's a car repair, medical bill, or rent increase, everything feels like a crisis. Without savings, we're constantly reacting to life's problems and never really getting ahead. But here's the thing. Once you hit that $10,000 mark, you're no longer in constant survival mode, but you're shifting from reacting to planning. So why does $10,000 matter so much? Well, because it gives you something that you've never had before, security. This is the financial cushion that allows you to sleep a little easier. You can cover an unexpected expense without throwing your budget off track. Imagine the peace of mind that comes with knowing you've got a financial buffer. No more panic when your car breaks down or when your insurance premium unexpectedly goes up. With $10,000, you can handle these challenges without falling back into debt. A recent study showed that individuals with even just a $2,000 emergency fund are much less likely to experience financial hardship. Let's talk about opportunities, the things that pop up in life that we either have to say yes to or let it pass by. When you've saved $10,000, you could start saying yes to more of these opportunities, whether it's to invest in a side business, take a course to level up your skills, or treat yourself to that vacation that you've been putting off. You now have freedom to choose. Opportunities come in all different sizes and shapes. Sometimes it's about investing in yourself, whether that's through education or even starting a side hustle. Having $10,000 saved, you have room to take calculated risks that could pay off in a huge way. As billionaire Richard Branson once said, opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. The trick is having the resources to hop on the right bus when it shows up. Now, here's where things get exciting. Saving $10,000 doesn't just stop at having a financial cushion for emergencies, but it's your chance to grow that money through investing. And here's the magic word, compounding. Let's say you invest that $10,000 in a diversified portfolio with an average return of 8% per year. Over time, thanks to compounding, that $10,000 can more than double to over $21,000 in about 10 years without you doing any extra work. This is how wealthy people build their wealth. They make their money work for them. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He famously said that his wealth comes from being born in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest. Compound interest is one of the most powerful tools you can use to grow your wealth over time. Here's something interesting to think about. The more you save, the easier it becomes to save even more. I like to call this the financial snowball effect. Once you hit your savings goal and you free yourself from financial stress, you can channel any extra money towards building even bigger goals. When you have that $10,000 saved, it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. You'll start to notice that your expenses go down because you're no longer relying on credit cards or high interest loans to cover unexpected expenses. Instead, you could keep more of your income, which makes it easier to save at a faster rate. Does any of this make sense to you? If it does, let me know by hitting that thumbs up. If not, let me know why in the comments below. Saving $10,000 doesn't just impact your finances, but it also improves the quality of your life. By having that financial security in place, you can focus on what really matters to you, whether it's spending time with family, traveling, or even pursuing hobbies you've always wanted to try. When you're no longer stressed about money, you get to enjoy the present while still planning for the future. You'll find that your mental health improves, your relationships grow stronger, and you feel even more fulfilled. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked, and that's the negotiating power of having $10,000. Now, I'm not talking about bargaining over the price of a car or a house, even though that's important too. I actually bought my last two cars with cash. I believe, if I remember correctly, one was $11,000 and the other was $16,000. But what I'm talking about is the overall leverage of having financial stability. When you have $10,000, it's not just about the cash itself. It's about the freedom of choice that comes with it. Suddenly, you're not desperate to take the first offer that comes your way. If it's a bad deal, you can walk away knowing that you have that financial cushion. Whether it's negotiating a better rental agreement, a lower interest rate on a loan, or even asking for a raise at work, this financial safety net gives you the power to demand better outcomes for yourself. Without savings, you might feel pressured to accept less favorable offers or deals just to get by, but with having $10,000 in the bank, you have the power to say no and wait for better opportunities to come along. You're in control, not the other way around. Here's another important shift that comes with saving $10,000. You develop financial discipline, which changes your relationship with debt. When you've accumulated this amount of savings, it proves that you are able to manage your money, and that discipline comes with the ability to avoid or pay down debt faster. Here's the thing. Debt can feel like a constant weight on your shoulders, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. But having that $10,000 saved changes the equation. Instead of relying on credit cards to cover emergencies, you can use your savings. Saving money means that you rely less on debt, and relying less on debt means that you're able to save more money. It's like finally getting off the financial hamster wheel. The freedom from that constant debt trap gives you a sense of relief, allowing you to focus on other financial goals like investing, traveling, or even buying a home. Debt no longer dictates your choices, and this financial freedom is one of the most rewarding changes that comes once you hit that $10,000 mark. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Saving $10,000 might sound great in theory, but what if you're living paycheck to paycheck? What if you're working a low-income job, dealing with rising rent increases, or feeling that inflation squeeze? Let's face it, these are all real challenges that make saving feel like an uphill battle. Inflation is making everything more expensive, rent is skyrocketing in cities across the country, and if you're living paycheck to paycheck, it may feel like you're barely able to cover necessities, let alone save. Now, I have a few videos on my channel where I share strategies on how you could cut back and save more. So be sure to subscribe so that you're notified every time I post one of these videos that will help you meet your financial goals. Listen, I know it's not easy. Saving $10,000 while you're dealing with high rental prices and inflation in a low-paying job can be a real challenge, but not impossible. Saving $10,000 might not happen overnight, but every dollar saved brings you one step closer to reaching your financial goals. Saving $10,000 is more than just a financial milestone. It's the gateway to a more secure, flexible, and fulfilling life. It builds your confidence, gives you financial security, and opens up opportunities. Most importantly, it gives you freedom to live life on your terms. To get to that $10,000 faster, you need to stop wasting money. Every little cost adds up. And in the on-screen video, I share 25 things that are a total waste of your money. So click on that video and I'll see you there.